Are you ready for Reviews for Rescues? Introducing your hosts, Nick and Shane. What's up, guys?
Please don't never do that again.
It is me, your boy, Nick.
And Shane.
And today, we are coming live at you from Annapolis, Maryland, and doing our reviews of
The Mighty Ducks Trilogy.
The Mighty Ducks Trilogy.
That's right.
Look at it. Look at that amazing poster. Wow,
On
this is
your
great
face.
content. So, we're all decked out in our Mighty Ducks gear.
I am not.
I got my Mighty Ducks jersey on, representing the 9-6 Conway. It's
I got my New Day hat on.
You got the New Day hat.
Yeah.
What is the New Day?
It's a wrestling group.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does it have to do with the Mighty Ducks?
They're a trio. There's three of them. There's three Mighty Ducks movies.
Oh, that's the connection.
That's the connection.
That's a loose connection.
And then there's Iron Man. There's three Iron Man movies.
That's true.
There is.
Actually, kind of more if you include the Avengers films. It seems like you're grasping for straws. To me, it's kind of feeling like you didn't read the emails I sent you over the past few days reminding you to wear Mighty Ducks gear.
I don't own any.
Well, that's not an excuse. You could have ordered some off Amazon.
Nah, I don't have that Disney money.
Oh, the Disney. Which, The Mighty Ducks is a Disney film.
It is.
So Shane,
Because I guess this is Disney now.
it is.
So.
So why don't you start us off with giving us a brief rundown of the Mighty Ducks and its history.
History. Where do I begin? I guess I should start with D1.
D1.
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio!
Coach Gordon Bombay.
He's
Lawyer.
Great actor.
Great actor. Very underrated.
He is.
Overshadowed by his brother and father.
Charlie Sheen? Is both his brother and his father?
Martin Sheen.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Hank Pym.
What?
Dr. Hank Pym. Michael Douglas.
Oh, okay. Anyways, you really threw me off of that. He's a lawyer. He's kind of a jerk. But he's a good lawyer. He gets a DUI and has to coach a bunch of hockey kids. I don't know if that would happen in real life, but it happened in this movie.
It did?
Well,
It's part of his service,
actually,
which I think
he has a hockey background. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah,
He was in wasn't he going to go pro?
I think so.
Blew his
But-
knee out or something.
And that's why he had to
Anyways,
rely on being a lawyer. Everybody's backup plan.
And per usual, like most of these movies go, the kids, they're not very good. Coaches a few games, they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Realizes that, he can really turn these kids' life around. Turns them around. Defeats, the Hawks?
The Hawks, yeah.
Hawks, yep. And then the rest is history. Team USA, all that stuff.
Yeah. And then it goes on to Mighty Ducks 2 and Mighty Ducks 3. But we'll start with a review of the movie. It's a great movie. I forget what year it was released. Early 90s. But it's a great family film. It's a great sports film. It's just fun to watch. I have no qualms with the movie. It's heartwarming. You see these kids who are horrible at hockey eventually become champions. It's just your classic zero to hero story.
It's like most 90s Disney movies, I think.
Yeah.
They're not the greatest things in the world, but you're not going to have a bad time. They're heartfelt. They get to the point, and they create sequels.
That's true. Money makers. And as we were talking about it earlier, we referred to the series as 90s cheese, heartwarming cheese, which I think is a good way to refer to it. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I love it. Now, in the original Mighty Ducks movie, they don't wear this logo. This is not created until D2, the Mighty Ducks. They wear a different one, and their logo isn't as cool. It's like an actual duck holding this is how you hold a hockey stick. Holding a hockey stick.
Sure.
And getting it. But yeah, it's a good film. It's a good film.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely put it in my top 20 films of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time, yeah, top 20. Not in your top 20?
I don't even know if it'd be in my top 50.
Really?
I watch a lot of movies.
That's true. But it's a fun film. I like it so much that I have a jersey.
This is true. If you had to pick a favorite, I guess, non-animated children's movie, not I would say children's, but like movie you watched when you were a kid, what would you pick?
Non-animated favorite children's movie?
Like movie like you watched as a kid that would just be your all-time favorite, but non-animated.
So I'm not going to say this because I didn't actually discover this movie until I was a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
I was in my early teens, so I wouldn't consider that a movie I watched as a kid.
Okay.
I would. Ooh, no, I was going to say Nightmare Before Christmas, but that's animated, even though it's that much of animation. That's a tough question, Shane.
It is.
I think it's not really a kids movie, but I really love Gremlins. My uncle told me about it when I was a kid, and I got the VHS from the library, if I remember correctly, and I watched it and I loved it, and it's got a big piece of my heart ever since. So even though it's not really a kids film, I would say it's probably one of the ones that I remember loving the most at an earliest age. As far as live action goes.
For me, I would say Goonies, but that's my favorite of all time.
Are we getting back to this debate?
We're not today.
Not today?
For me, and we were mentioning earlier, it's going to be Heavyweights.
Heavyweights, yeah.
We're going to have
great
to do a
film.
review on that movie. That's just, that movie's so great. It's so bad, but so great.
Let us know in the comment section if you've seen Heavyweights and if you would like
Tony
to
Perkins.
see us.
He's the man. He's my hero in life.
Ben Stiller.
Yes.
He spent a night at the museum once.
More than once.
3 times, I think.
Times. It's like the Mighty Ducks.
Just like the Mighty Ducks. Let's go to our comment section real quick and see what people are saying. Maggie says she thought this was going to be about A Dog's Way Home.
That's
no,
tomorrow.
that's tomorrow.
And we have a special guest tomorrow.
A very special
Yes.
guest.
So
Should we tell them who it is? No? You're going to have to tune in.
Well.
Tune in tomorrow evening to watch our review of A Dog's
there will
Way
be a
Home.
celebration during it also.
A celebration?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of celebration?
Birthday celebration.
A birthday celebration?
Mm-hmm.
You remembered my birthday.
No,
But that's not until July. Whose birthday are you talking about?
I'm not telling you.
This is so shocking. This is keeping me on the edge of my seat. The only way I'm going to have this urge fulfilled is to watch tomorrow night.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. or 8:30?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. All right. Let's see. Trisha has never seen any of the Mighty Ducks movies. You should change them. Change that and watch them. They're pretty good. Trisha loves E.T. Maggie loves Ghostbusters and the Minger Chronicles.
I've never heard of that one.
I like that it's only my family in the comment section right now.
Hey.
Hi, Mom. Make sure to share this post, guys. Let's get some more viewers. Let's make this video super lit.
Do that.
Super lit. Kevin Cruz is watching.
Oh man.
Hola, amigo. Welcome, guys. All right, so we talked about Mighty Ducks a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Mighty Ducks 2. Shane, you want to give us a little rundown of Mighty Ducks 2?
No, because I gave you the rundown of the first one.
All right, then I guess this falls back to me. So the Mighty Ducks 2 is the sequel to the Mighty Ducks, and it is a good sequel. I think I actually enjoyed it more than the original.
I agree with that.
There's not many movies that you like the sequel more than the original. This movie is one of them. I also like the Harold and Kumar sequel better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Any come to mind of sequels that you like more than the original? Ghostbusters 2, actual for
A lot
me.
of people are not going to like that I say this, but Thor.
Thor 2? The Dark World?
Yeah.
Well,
Everyone
see,
hated that movie. I loved it. I didn't like Thor 1.
That's to me is I like the third one better than all the
The
others.
third one was the best.
Thor Ragnarok.
They just gradually got better.
Yeah.
I would have to think on that. I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay. But yeah, so it's basically the retelling the Mighty Ducks story, but they're actually going international in this one, and they the big scene at the end and the main driving plot point is them battling the really good hockey team from Iceland. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
From Iceland.
They don't really go international. They actually don't leave the United States.
Well, but they're going international. They're fighting other countries.
Fighting?
Well,
It's the
yeah.
Olympics. They're playing hockey against other countries.
Exactly. That's
it's the Junior
international.
Olympics.
The Olympics are international.
They are, but you don't.
The Mighty Ducks go international. That
They're
was
not,
how this.
though,
That was
because
how
they're
this
not
was
leaving
pitched.
the country.
But they're still. When I go to a foreign restaurant and I eat foreign food, I always say I'm going that country. Is that your silence is throwing me off?
'Cause I just
You don't agree with that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't
anyway,
think when I eat Chinese food, I'm going to China. I think I'm just eating Chinese food.
That's true. That's true. Very true. Okay, I'll eat my words there. But yeah, so it's the rinky-dink team, the Mighty Ducks, eventually becomes really good, just like at the end of the original Mighty Ducks, and then they end up fighting.
Anyway, they're
really good
they're
Iceland
kind of
team.
like Gordon Bombay was in the beginning of the first one. They're good. They think they're invincible. They can't be beaten. And you remember at the beginning of the Olympics, they were unbeatable. They were killing teams, and then
That's true.
Team Iceland showed up.
They met their match.
Oddly enough, only one person from the entire movie was from Iceland.
Yeah, you read that.
Mhm.
One of the actors. Which character was it? There was some lady.
It was the lady. I guess the love interest. No. No, because the love interest was the teacher, wasn't it? Remember she? Yeah.
I think so.
No, this was like the trainer or something. She was the woman from Iceland. She was like the good Iceland person. She wasn't mean.
Yeah.
She was from Iceland. Everyone else was not.
I've never been to Iceland.
Neither have I.
I'd like to go.
Should.
I hope they have a lot of ice there.
I don't think they do.
They don't?
I heard Greenland has a lot of ice. Iceland has a lot of green.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I think it's true. I think I've heard that before, actually.
Okay.
What's your favorite kind of ice?
Mm,
Crushed ice? Cubed ice? The half moon ices?
I don't like the half moon. It's too big.
It's too generic.
I like the. I'm not a big fan of Chick-fil-A. It's not bad. I think it's overhyped, but I like their ice.
Okay. Royal Farms is good ice, apparently. I've never
do.
had
I
it,
think they
but
have the
people have told me that
similar.
it's very good.
Yeah.
It's like the little
Mhm.
pearls. So yeah, Mighty Ducks 2. I don't think there's much to say about it other than that it's just a good film. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than the original in the fact that it takes the original and increases the goodness of it. It's an odd way of putting it, but it's the first way that came to mind. And yeah, it's fun. The Mighty Ducks 2 to me is the most rewatchable out of the trilogy.
I could rewatch both of them. I think equally. But I think if I were really comparing them, I would say number 2 is probably a little bit better. But they're both very
Both
good,
good.
memorable films for me.
Yeah, they're so good
Mm-hmm.
that actually at Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida, they have a hotel called All Star Movies, and each section of the hotel is themed to a Disney movie. They have a Toy Story section. They have a Fantasia section.
Mm-hmm.
They have a section on Herbie the Love Bug. And they also have a section on the Mighty Ducks. And before you can go into your building, you actually have to go through a giant one of these hockey masks.
Duck mask.
You walk in here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've stayed there a few times.
Herbie,
They have a
the
pool.
Lindsay Lohan movie.
That was the remake.
Are they going for
Herbie
the original?
Fully Loaded.
Okay.
They're going for the original
Original?
Herbie the Love
Okay.
Bug, which is back in the 50s and 60s, I believe. Pretty cool. If I ever get a Volkswagen Beetle, which I probably will never get, but I want to get a white one and paint it to look like
They're
Herbie.
discontinuing those again.
They're discontinuing them?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? They're iconic.
They stopped making them. They brought them back. Now they're not making them anymore.
I didn't even know they were discontinued to begin with.
Mm-hmm. For a little bit, they were.
How could you discontinue the Bug? It's like discontinuing a Toyota Corolla or a Honda Accord. They're iconic pieces of machinery.
Ford's not making cars anymore other than the Mustang.
Yeah,
They're just going with their SUVs and trucks.
well, still.
It's an SUV world. You drive an SUV.
I do. I drive a Chevy
don't.
currently.
I used to.
Yeah? What do you drive now?
Honda Accord.
Very cool. Let's see.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Character in the Mighty Ducks?
Mhm.
I mean, I would probably say Gordon Bombay. Just because I find it relatable that, he was good. He had a little bit of a downfall and then got back up on that horse. I find it very motivating. He made some mistakes. He had to pay for them, but in the end, it helped him improve as a person.
Mine's
And I like that in
Averman.
the character. Who?
Averman,
Which one is that?
the red-haired kid.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
always making jokes out loud.
Very, very similar to you.
Yeah.
Loud, obnoxious,
Just-
not funny.
Also, the other coach, the coach of the Hawks, in the original Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of me if I was a coach.
It's funny. One of the character names on the Hawks team, his name on the jersey is Herrick, Herek, and that's actually a reference to the director of the original Mighty Ducks, Stephen Herrick. He also directed some other films, I believe.
101 Dalmatians.
The live-action remake of that, Critters, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure,
You know what the Critters created?
Wild Stallions.
Right.
What did the Critters create?
Who was the star in Critters 3?
I've never seen any of the Critters. I just
It
know
was-
it's an iconic horror
It was his
franchise.
first movie ever.
Oh, you told me this the other time.
My favorite actor of all time.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
That's right.
the second best actor of all time,
Let me guess.
right behind Danny DeVito
Who was starring in the new Jumanji film
and Dumbo.
and Dumbo.
I didn't know.
Excited for it.
Who's he playing in Jumanji?
I don't know.
Huh. He's gonna play Dwayne the Rock Johnson's character, an older version of him.
He should.
Maggie agrees that Iceland is very green and Greenland is icy. So that's a true fact.
Okay then.
Maggie has corroborated that. Insidious, the sequel is better than the original, she says. What would you say about that, Shane? I know you like the Insidious franchise.
You're saying number 2 is better than the first Insidious?
That's what she's saying, yeah.
I hate to say it. I don't barely remember the number 2. I remember number 1,
See, I remember number 2 more than number
but
1.
I don't remember number 2 more than number 1.
We'll have to do a rewatch of the
We're
Insidious
gonna have
franchise.
to.
Hey Chris, hey Dana, welcome to the stream. What you missed is we just finished talking about the Mighty Ducks 2, and now we're going to move on to the third film in the Mighty Ducks franchise,
Monstrosity.
D3, the Mighty Ducks.
It's terrible.
Now I really don't remember this film that much, so I'm going to let Shane take the reins on this one. I remember parts of it, but I haven't watched it recently. So, D3, the Mighty Ducks.
I remember the gist of it. I don't remember the whole, but I know that I think they're at an academy. I'm assuming it's high school. I guess they're
Maybe senior year. or
they're
something.
the junior team, I guess. And the big rift during the movie is them versus the varsity team. Being bullied around, just antics ensue. I know they put like ants in their room and they crawl over the place.
Ants.
I think they do also do the classic was it shaving cream in the hand and the feather and
Oh yeah.
it's just a movie that just honestly didn't need to be made. I think they should have left it at that.
It definitely need to be made.
No,
You have to. You can't just. You have to make a trilogy. They could have made it better, but the movie still had to be made.
no,
Mighty Ducks 3.
I don't think you need to make a trilogy.
All great series are trilogies. Star Wars, Jurassic
It's
Park,
not a trilogy.
Harold and Kumar. Star Wars is a trilogy.
There's more than 3 films.
They're making 3 trilogies. There's the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and now the sequel trilogy. Yeah.
That's stupid.
What else? There are great a whole bunch of
Beverly
other.
Hills Cop is in 3.
That's true.
I mean, I see what
Toy
you're,
Story.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Cars. Ka-chow. Iron Man. Captain America. Guardians of the Galaxy is becoming a trilogy. Schindler's List. No, that's not a trilogy. Never mind.
No, it's not.
What else is there? Sophie's Choice, Sophie's Choice
Oh.
2.
I was thinking about this earlier and I forgot to ask. I'm asking now.
What are you going to ask me in front of the live stream shit?
You remember a movie called Hot Shots
Hot Shots.
with Charlie Sheen and Carrie? Has a Carrie?
I
Elliott
have
Blues?
never seen it. However, I am aware that it exists
The movie is amazing.
because whenever I scroll through my on demand, sometimes I'll see Hot Shots Part 2.
Don't watch that one.
No?
Watch the first one.
What's it about?
It's they're making fun of Top Gun pretty much,
Okay.
but it's done in just excellent fashion.
It's a parody?
But it's great.
Is it like a parody like The Smoking Gun or a parody like Scary Movie? What kind of style is it?
Like a scary movie, but just done bigger. I think it was one of. Ever seen like the kind of like the Naked Gun movies?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. but
Oh,
just-
sorry, I said Smoking Gun. I meant Naked
Yeah,
Gun.
yeah. So, I don't know. I know it was
With,
off topic, but I would want to.
Leslie Nielsen. He's a legend.
He is.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah. But anyways, back to the Mighty Ducks number 3.
D3.
That's really all I can say about it. This is a quick. It's there. The main character though, Charlie Conway. I forgot his name in real life.
I forget the
Yeah.
actor's name too.
He said he wants to make a 4th movie with the original cast.
Oh.
I don't know how that would work. At
With
all.
the original cast, I'm not too sure about that. But a remake would be good. I'm usually not a big fan of remakes, but I think a remake of Mighty Ducks would be good. Or even a Mighty Ducks 4.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I'd watch it. I'd give it my money.
I kind of feel like they were supposed to make they were talking about making a Goonies remake with the original cast, and Josh Brolin said that's one of the movies he'll never do again
Really?
because it doesn't need to happen. And I kind of feel like that's how this is.
So, let's say Mickey Mouse and Bob Iger walk in this room right now and offer you the chance to direct Mighty Ducks 4 and write the script. What's your idea for Mighty Ducks 4?
No, because I don't want to make it.
While you think about your idea, I'm going to pitch to you guys my idea for Mighty Ducks 4.
Let's hear this.
And keep in mind, live streamers, this is an exclusive tip you're getting. This is an exclusive story that you're finding out right now. The Mighty Ducks 4, Bombay's Return. So it starts with Charlie Conway getting arrested for a DUI. A nice callback to the original Mighty Ducks.
It's not good.
And who is the lawyer that has to bail him out? Right who walks in is the hard, grizzled, now retired Gordon Bombay.
Well, like a grizzly beard and everything.
He has a beard.
Oh man.
He has a face tattoo
like Mike Tyson.
like Mike Tyson, a little more subtle and classy than Mike Tyson's face tattoo.
Okay.
But he comes in, he's like, you know what? I had to do this to you when I was your age. You're going to have to coach a hockey team. So then, boom. It's just like the Mighty Ducks original film. So it's a reboot and a sequel at the same time.
Who would you have on the team?
You'd have all new kids.
I mean, who?
All little kids. There'd be a skinny kid named Tyson.
See.
There'd be a fat kid named Joe.
Fat Joe.
That'd be Fat Joe.
like the rapper.
No, it's a different. It's J-O.
What now?
J-O-A.
What if you
not
had
J-O-E.
like up and coming actors, like famous ones? Who would you have?
To play the kids?
Yeah.
I don't know too many famous kid actors
Lil
right
Uzi
now.
Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know too many kid actors.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Maybe the chubby kid from It. Maybe he could play Fat Joe. Let's see, who else is there? Maybe the other kid from It, Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things too. Maybe he can play Skinny Tyson. I don't know.
Is that Bandersnatch thing?
No,
Everyone keeps talking
it's
about?
not. Stranger Things.
Oh,
That's different than Black
I
Mirror.
don't have Netflix.
Have you ever watched Stranger Things? Well, it's a good series.
I've heard.
It's a little overrated, but it's still good.
I've heard good things. I just probably will never watch it.
Eh.
I'm not a.
It's not your kind of show.
It's hard
It's
for me
not
to
your
get.
kind of film.
It's hard
or
for me to
series.
get into TV shows. I started to get into The Walking Dead. That fell off very fast.
I got into season 3 and I stopped it.
The only thing I've seen every episode of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay. Good
I've
show.
seen every episode of The Office,
Good show.
and I have seen every episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I
love
started
Brooklyn
that.
Nine. It just came back. Thank you, NBC.
Just got picked up.
Saw it Thursday. It's still great. Still amazing. And also, I've seen every episode of Community.
Never watched that show.
That was great.
I want to watch it though because it has Donald Glover in it.
Chevy Chase,
Chevy
Joel
Chase.
McHale,
Allison Brie.
Alison Brie,
A lot of good actors in there.
and the Diet Coke lady.
Oh yeah, Gillian
And,
Gillian Jacobs.
Yeah.
She was also in Life of the Party.
Oh,
It's Coma Girl.
you want to explain the Diet Coke thing?
Yeah, I guess I will. There's this at if you go to the Bowtie Cinemas, maybe other movie theaters, before you watch the
There's
movie.
that final ad before the movie starts, and it's sponsored by Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And
And the star of it is Gillian Jacobs.
it's not anymore. It's
Now,
the guy from Deadpool.
Now it's the guy from Deadpool. But she starts talking about how if you want to drink Diet Coke, do what you want to do. This is America. You have the right to. If you want to drink a Diet Coke, drink a Diet Coke. If you want to eat a pizza, you can eat a pizza.
If you want to live in a yurt,
Yurt it up! So that's that. You can take that to the bank and deposit it.
that's right. Yurt it up.
Yurt it up. There's not enough yurts in this world, and not enough people yurting it up. There needs to be a yurtening.
Like tiny houses. I'm not a big fan of the tiny house movement.
I'd like a tiny house. Although a tiny house for me would probably be a big house. Let's go to the comment section. Chris Jimenez likes my jersey. Thank you, Chris. Let's see. My grandfather had a Volkswagen Bug. Very cool. I think I remember seeing pictures of it. Chris also says there's a Martell Webster in the background.
There is.
Very, very nice
Very
Martell
Martell
Webster
Webster-like.
picture. It's actually autographed by him, I think. It's pretty cool. Add a girl hockey player to Mighty Ducks. I think that's a great idea. I think that'd be really cool. It could show the gender equality in 2019.
Kathy Bates.
How would you feel about that, Shane?
If what?
Adding a lady to the Mighty Ducks team.
There has already been.
Huh?
On each team there was always a girl.
I'm talking about in the new one.
Well, yeah, you would have to, like the old ones.
But yes, it's like the old ones, but it's new.
yeah, like who would I add?
Who would you add? And how would you feel about it?
I would be fine.
Good.
Well, why wouldn't I?
I'm just asking.
Okay. You think I hate women?
What?
Why are you acting like I
Hey,
do?
get off that train. Don't bring up that. What the heck? All right, never mind. Next comment. Mighty Ducks, the yurtening. I like that. The Mighty Ducks for the yurtening. Would the Mighty Ducks learn how to play hockey in a yurt?
But I'll say, Kathy Bates would be a good coach. I could see her playing like a coach.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I could see her being a coach instead of Bombay.
I can see that. He could be the new coach. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Or John Hamm.
John Hamm. He already did play a coach in that one baseball movie. It was a Disney movie. I forget what it was.
He wasn't the coach. He was a scout.
Oh. It was about like the three guys.
From India. or
India,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yep.
The Longest Yard, I think that was what it's
That's
called.
not what it's called.
Or, sorry, The Water Boy.
Again, not what it's called.
Huh? Sorry, Miracle
There you go.
on 34th Street.
Close enough.
Yeah. All right. Also, I want to say before we head out, guys, Mighty Ducks also spawned a TV series, an animated television show called The Mighty Ducks. It has nothing to do with the movies. It's about alien ducks who play hockey to save the world from other evil aliens.
Sounds awful.
I've watched a couple episodes of it when I was a kid. I don't think it was super memorable, but it's another addition to the Mighty Ducks franchise. All right, Shane. Before we fly on out of here, what do you have to say? What are your final thoughts about the Mighty Ducks?
I'm not gonna really say it's about Mighty Ducks. I think it's about movies in general.
Okay.
90s cheese movies, like you said.
90s cheese.
They just don't make them anymore. There's never any, like... I can't think of in a recent memory. They just don't make movies like that anymore. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but, like... Good, whole, quality fun that, that can spin off a few sequels.
That's true.
Non-animated. There's a lot of animated ones, like Cars and stuff, but like non-animated, I can't.
I think they make them still. I think they're on different platforms. I don't think they go to theaters anymore. I think they go to like Hallmark Channel. They go direct to Netflix, things like that. Because they used to make direct-to-DVD movies. They don't do those anymore. Now it's they just make them for Netflix. They make them for other platforms. I think that's part of it. They're not as accessible.
But I feel like Mighty Ducks was in the theaters.
It was, yeah.
Like what I mean, you don't have movies like Mighty Ducks, Heavyweights, Homeward Bound.
They did make
Beethoven.
They made a movie similar to Homeward Bound, A Dog's Way Home.
We'll get into that tomorrow.
Tune in tomorrow night for our live stream of it. It's gonna be good.
We got some things.
With a special guest.
Got some things to say about this movie.
A lot of good things. Teared up a little bit at it. That's a spoiler for you.
I didn't tear up.
You don't have tears. You're not a human with emotions. Pretty sure you were created in a laboratory.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just makes me almost kind of miss those days, I guess I would say.
You're feeling nostalgia for the 90s.
Nostalgia, yeah.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Only 90s kids will understand that.
This is true.
Only 90s babies.
But
I was born in the mid-90s, so I consider myself a 90s baby.
1990 for me.
Hey, so you are.
I'm a 90s.
You sure are.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for tuning in. This was not really an announced ahead of time video. It was kind of last minute. We decided on today.
It's a snow day.
It's a snow day. So we figured we'd do something related to ice, related to snow.
Mm-hmm.
And what better choice than movies about young kids beating each other up on ice? It's the perfect choice. So gotta love kid-on-kid violence.
Touche.
Lindsay Longmire is just tuning in to hear that phrase. Kid-on-kid violence. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. My final thoughts are: go see the Mighty Ducks. Rent it off online. Watch it. It's fun. There's short movies from like an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. They're fun watches. Make a bowl of popcorn. They're not crazy intense movies, so you don't have to pay 100% attention to it. Play on your phone, play a Candy Crush while you watch it, while you enjoy it.
Don't do that during the movie.
No, not in the theaters, of course, but at home when you're sitting on the couch. Scroll through your Twitter, scroll through your Facebook, scroll through your Pinterest.
MySpace.
Your MySpace.
Oh, that's still a thing.
I think so. Along with Habbo Hotel.
What?
Habbo Hotel.
What is that?
It was an old online game. You're too young. You wouldn't understand.
You're too young?
You're too young.
You have a favorite computer game?
Favorite computer game?
Of all time.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
God, we're actually agreeing on certain things.
You like Roller Coaster Tycoon?
The original ones.
I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. That is my jam. I like
the
it more
original
than
ones,
1.
yeah.
I like it more than 3. I don't like the new app version they have on mobile devices.
I also love the originals. Not the very original. I think it was SimCity 2000.
I never played any of the Sim
love
games.
that game. SimCity 2000. Nostalgia.
Maybe we can do a Let's Play, a live stream of some old video games. Let us know in the comment section if that's something you guys would like to see.
You used to make the roller coaster thing go off the track and the people would go flying.
I sure did.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'd make themed lands. I'd make crazy rides. Roller Coaster Tycoon was pretty fun. All right, so before we go, we can't forget our featured animal.
It's true.
So do you want to talk about the featured dog of the day? The featured dog of the day right now
Well, yesterday was Paul Savannah.
was Paul Savannah.
Today we do a cat.
Well, we're doing both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll post it after the video.
So you'll post it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Our cat of the day is a cat named Margot, who is in cat room at the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. We don't have Margot here with us today, but Margot is a long-term resident. She's a little bit harder to adopt due to some restrictions she has, but she's a great cat, needs a home. She's been at the shelter way too long. So if you know anybody who can give an awesome cat a home, tell them to call the SPCA, go to the website, look up SPCA of Anne Arundel County. You can see Margot on the website, with lots of other cats who are available for adoption. So yeah, if you can adopt a cat this year, make sure you go to the SPCA in Annapolis. That's what I have to say about our cat of the day.
And don't miss tomorrow.
Don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is our review again of A Dog's Way Home with a very special surprise planned, a special celebration.
Birthday celebration.
Birthday celebration.
Yep.
I don't know whose birthday we're celebrating yet. He's keeping me in suspense too. It's going to be a mystery. Maybe it'll be the birthday of taking that hat off.
You got a problem with my New Day hat?
I think it's a little much.
A little much?
A little much.
New Day rocks, okay?
New Day sucks.
You don't know. You don't even know wrestling.
I don't know wrestling.
You don't, so.
The only thing I know is professional baseball. All right, guys, we're going to head out. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to expand our content soon, guys. So let us know if you have any ideas for more content that you would like to see in the future. If you'd like to see television reviews, if you'd like to see video game reviews, if you would like to see ASMR videos, if you would like to see food reviews, things like that. We're doing reviews for rescues. Of course, we're focusing on movies, but we also want to expand and give the people what they want to see. So leave us a review, leave us a comment. Let us know what you'd like to see in the future. We will make it happen to the best of our abilities.
Go ahead and say it before you go, because I know you're saying it.
Make sure you smash that like button. Drop us a few likes. Invite your friends to like the page. How many likes are we at?
130?
Yeah, we got quite a few likes. Don't forget that at 200 likes, once our page hits 200 likes, we're going to be doing a special giveaway that you could win something very, very cool. So make sure you invite your friends to like it. That way you have a chance to win. All right, so we're going to sign off from Annapolis, Maryland. Thank you for tuning in to our stream, guys. Have a wonderful night. Anything else, Shane?
Nope.
Adios.